Hey guys.
Hello.
So, as with
the end of the convention as we knew it.
Yes. As with most of these day 3 vlogs, convention's already over, and it's mainly just like, hey, this is what happened. This is what we thought of the convention.
I
all
got
that
new
kind
earrings.
of stuff. Yes, Katie got new earrings, and I will put that in a separate clip once we get home. I'll show you her wonderful Applejack earrings. But one thing I want to mention before we do our discussion for day 3 is that yesterday they did a screening of the final 3 episodes. And as many of you know, when I was watching the final 3 episodes on my own or with Katie or whatever, even in an environment of like a small group of bronies, it didn't get me like really sad. Like I would shed maybe a tear, but that would be about it. This environment, with it being a couple hundred individuals all shouting, all laughing, all this and that, all cheering, that's what got me. That was the environment that literally, when the last notes were playing and the book closed, I was sobbing.
I unfortunately didn't get to see the episode screening because I was in the kids' room, but you know, we were actually closed for the episode screening, but I had to get ready for the next event, so.
Yeah, it was one of those like, oh boy. So
the charity auction went really well.
yes, and I did get one clip of the charity auction. It's when Katrina Salisbury, the voice actress for Yona, she had this sock with a rock in it, and it was a geode. And I was like, okay, cool. But literally, whoever like got the rock or whatever, bought it.
They get to do a
Yeah.
yak stomp.
Yeah, they got to use a hammer and stomp on it and all that stuff. It was really cool to see. So that's one of the clips I have.
The charity auction so far has tallied $25,000.
Yeah. And I believe Fiora the Tank Girl brought it up to 26,000.
No,
But
she brought it to 25. It was 24 before.
Okay.
But that's still not adding the kids auction, what they raised, and the bake sale, and everything else that happened during the weekend to help Generations Against Bullying.
Mm-hmm.
And Generations of Bullying actually came up on stage during the closing ceremonies, and it was so sweet of them to be so impressed with how many bronies actually care.
Mm-hmm. And one of the big things is I think her name's Linda, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think you're right on this. If we're wrong, we're sorry.
Yeah, she's the one who gets very emotional with a lot of these things. And she was talking about how our efforts in previous years have been able to help bring this curriculum that they've been doing about upstanding. And the curriculum has been going through with Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. They're actually about to launch a Roku TV show that's talking about upstanding and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool to see what they had in the pipeline because of our efforts to keep them sustained and going. And then, of course, I believe his name is James, is the other person that was always there. He, of course, like every year, did a little song, which was something along the lines of, "Till we see each other again, happy trails." And I was like,
It's called Happy Trails.
Okay, well, happy trails until we see again. It's wonderful.
I almost cried when he started singing. I was like, oh, feels.
Yeah. One of the other crazy things with Generations Against Bullying was that they brought in an individual named Carlos, who his son had died just over a month ago. And he was talking about how Gab came around and surrounded him with love and support because
he committed suicide.
Yeah, his son committed suicide a little over a month ago.
Because of being bullied.
And one thing he said that really got me emotional was that he called his son's cell phone.
Well, actually, keep in mind that this father was totally in his son's life.
Yes.
Like, he was like one of those fathers that you read about that are totally like in their child's life. Like, he would take him to school, and then even when his dad was at work, he would still be thinking about him and worrying about him.
It was dad of the year material, basically.
And then as soon as he would get off of work, he would go spend time with his son. Like, so this is a devoted father. So anyway, back to his side.
Yeah, when all the police were coming through and getting evidence and stuff, he called his son's phone, which was next to his body, and when it started ringing, the contact that came up was best dad ever. And that almost got me to cry, because I was like, oh my gosh, because that tells you that Carlos did everything he possibly could for his son, but the bullying was just too much for him.
And isn't that sad? When a parent throws themselves towards a child and gives so much effort to a child, and then other children or even other teachers or parents goes and bullies that child because for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like, if you really saw that man's face, it was so...
He was so torn up.
Like, there was no way he could have faked that.
Yeah.
Like seriously. I wanted to go up on stage and hug him myself. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Yeah. Some of the other things that happened, they talked about what was going to be happening in the future of the con.
Yeah, and Charlie's a little troll.
Yeah, Charlie was one heck of a troll. He brought someone up. I forget what the guy's name was.
The con killer.
Yeah, he was also known as the con killer because he would go to the last year of every single con. And so he's up there and we're all thinking like, what's going on? And he said, this will be the final Ponyville Ciderfest.
No, he's just like, unfortunately,
yeah,
this will be the last Ciderfest.
And he let the silence hang for like 5 seconds. And then he went, at this hotel.
And everybody's just like, Charlie!
Like, there was a guy next to me literally going, you motherfucker.
And I was just like, well played. Well played with the role.
So they're actually going over to the Hilton, I think it's like called the Center Milwaukee Hilton or something like that.
It's like 5 minutes away from home.
Yeah, it's literally where we parked this year. It's across the street. I did not even realize it was a hotel. But that's where we'll be having our convention next year, and it's going to be Halloween themes like it's been in the past, but he wants to put a lot of emphasis on the cosplayers because he feels like last year when it was the convention and music festival, everyone loved it. He still gets letters and messages about that convention and how much it meant to the musicians of the community, and now we're going to be able to do the same for the cosplayers, and that's incredible right there.
And I might throw one together myself.
Yes, indeed.
We ain't saying what yet. But
spoilers for a future video.
Let's just say it's going to be amazing. But that also depends on money and stuff like that.
and it'll also be worthy of your time. Anywho, there.
I have to be mighty for it.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Staffing this year, I was assistant department head for the kids programming, and yeah, I need a break.
Let's just say there was a lot of drama that happened.
And I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna go into it. I don't believe in that kind of stuff over the internet. I'm just saying that and if I did do it, I would do it anonymously.
Anonymously.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We work well together.
Yes, we do. And that's why we're married.
I sure as heck hope so. Otherwise, that marriage thing is fake.
No, we pay good money for that.
Yeah, $5.
Anywho.
But it was just really, really difficult for me to enjoy the convention because I was totally busy and everything, and I couldn't really see Jonathan that much. And one of the main reasons why I go to the convention is to see the charity auction. Well, the kids' charity auction was happening at the same time, and they needed me for that, so I wasn't able to go to the main charity auction because I love going to auctions, like actual, like main, like don't get me wrong, the kids' charity auction was cute, but I like seeing like the high bidding auctions. Like that gets my heart rate pumping. I'm just like, well, maybe I can afford it. And then I'm just like, wait, I'm freaking broke. I can't afford shit.
And now, granted, you were able to be with you know, you got to see quite a bit of the charity auction, just not the whole thing like you wanted to.
Yeah, I got to see like the last like hour or
yeah,
something,
exactly,
which was nice because everything in the kids' room was already done and everything was put away and everything because we made sure that all of that stuff was done beforehand. But I was still like, I wanted to see the full thing because I used to go to auctions with my dad, and it really means a lot to me to see like the bids go higher and higher and higher. Like it was like $1,000, and I was just like, dang, where'd you get that money?
There wasn't there one that was sold for like $2,500, I think.
I wasn't there.
It was it was the script for the Sunday panel that, because when they did the episode screening, then they did the Saturday guest of honor panel right afterwards, and so they decided to do the script reading today, and which that was fun, but the script itself, along with some of the drawings, some of the doodles that Tori was doing, who was one of the storyboard artists. She that whole thing, I think, went for like $2,500. It was ridiculous.
It was for at least $1,000.
Yeah, and the guy who wrote the script almost broke down in tears. Like he was so thrilled. Yeah, he was so thrilled to see that.
And then, obviously after the closing ceremonies, when Charlie did that, whoops, got you kind of thing, and then he was talking about Winnie City in March, which will be superhero themed, and I'm just like, I'm really looking forward to that because I love superheroes. Like if somebody cosplays as the Power Ponies, I will be like,
yes, this follows into my own heart. Yes.
And I will make him take pictures of them.
Indeed.
Well, he'll do it anyway. He'll be like that little nerd, like, yes!
Yes. So one other thing is that the Prince Whatever concert footage that I have, that will be uploaded later this week. I tried to get it rendered on my phone like I did for all the other videos, but for some reason one of the clips was like really low quality, like there was a lot of like distortion and stuff like that. So I'm going to have the Prince Whatever stuff go up a little bit later on my own video editor with Sony Vegas, so that the quality is really good. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Yeah, also, if you're ever going to ruin with a bunch of people, make sure the room is like big enough for a bunch of people, because we roomed with like 7 other people.
And the only room that we had was like a double bed in one room and then a pull-out bed in the other room.
So, like, thankfully we didn't have to sleep on the floor.
Yeah, nothing like that. And we got the bed for the last 2 nights, so we were really happy about that.
But that sofa bed, though.
Yeah, that sofa bed was not good.
It's like I'm just happy we found a place to stay, because it was really hard, like, with our budget.
A lot of it came down to the wire with this convention. So I'm happy we were able to scrounge together the money in order to go. But yeah.
We also got Starlight's Voices.
Yes.
Autograph.
And there's another thing I can say about that, another story. So my buddy, Brian, not the Brian you guys know. His name is, it's spelled the same, but it's a totally different guy. He was one of the individuals who I met with videography a couple years back. He had a picture that he wanted signed, and since I was in line for the autographs and he needed to go down to record a panel, he's like, hey, can you help me with this? And I'm like, sure, why not? I'm in line anyway. And so he gives me his autograph voucher, and he had 2 pictures. He said, if you can get Claire Corlett, that'd be great, but if you can't, Katrina Salisbury will work just fine, because he had a print with Sweetie Belle on one of the prints, and then another one with the Student 6, and then obviously Yona's in there. And by the way, the one with Sweetie Belle was really cute. It was literally the CMC all standing on top of button mash while Sweetie Belle is trying to mine some diamond in Minecraft. So that was really cute. But one of the individuals who was making sure the line was going smoothly literally was doing trivia along the way. And he comes up to me and another guy, and he's like, who's the best Appaloosan? And so a split second before the other guy did, I said Brayburn. And the guy gave me another autograph voucher. I'm like, oh, cool. So I was able to get both of his pictures signed. And I showed that to him, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you so much.
And then we still got our picture signed.
Yeah, we got Kelly Sheridan.
And it's 2 Apple Shy, because that's the both of us. And I didn't want them to put like 2 John or 2 Katie, because you used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apple Shy is universal.
So yeah, we are just about to get home.
Well, actually, we're getting McDonald's.
Yeah, we're getting some food.
I'm hungry, but not for expensive food.
Right. So, all right. Well,
rock bottom, like seriously, $18. The steak was like this big, and then the potatoes were even smaller.
And they weren't even as good as the seasoned Texas Roadhouse steak.
Yeah, like, y'all, I love steak. Like, I like my medium now, because I used to be a well-done girl. And then I kept trying different temperatures, because I was like, let's be adventurous. I will never eat raw steak, though. Don't ask me. Don't give it to me. I will throw it in your face.
No, do not. She's never going to go rare. But she gets to medium, which is still pretty good.
I did medium rare, and that was nasty.
Yeah, that was too much pink.
It was just not for me. If y'all like it, you do you.
Mm-hmm. So, we're about to go get some food.
Well, you can't really tell. We're at McDonald's.
Yeah, we're at McDonald's right now, so we're going to go get some food and head home.
And feed our poor cat who only got fed once because my sister was being a dummy.
So, that's it from me, John.
And me, Katie, if I want to do his thing.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon. All right, so we just got in, and we have a couple things that we want to show you that we got today.
Yeah, our house.
Yes, this is our humble abode. So the first thing we got is Kelly Sheridan's autograph which I think is awesome. And I love what it says. It says, Apple Shy, does this boutique sell kites? So, because of course this is unique boutique. And yeah, it's really cute. And then the...
She also put the equal symbol on it.
Yeah, she also put the equal symbol. One of the other things, which... Yes, there's our cat. That's who's mowing.
You might hear him in his other videos.
Yes. The other thing that I got my wonderful wife is these beautiful earrings, which I think are really, really cute.
Puss likes them too.
Don't you, bud?
He's like, where are my earrings, Dad?
So, yeah.
We'll get you earrings next time.
All right, and here we go with the Yak Smash.
That sounded like it did some damage. Gonna take a swing? No, you take the swing. Well, the sock's broken, but I'm seeing some... Yeah. You got it. I'm seeing sparkles. Let's lay them out so folks can see it on the table here. You get to keep the sock too, aren't you lucky? I don't know whose sock it is, but...
There you go.
Aye, aye. Oh, ho, ho.
There you go.
$500 worth of smashed geodes.